Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot and a PMDG 777 beta tester. The second update for the PMDG 777 has just been released and you can get it over the PMDG Operations Center. Now let's have a look at what exactly can be found in this update. So it primarily focuses on hopefully curing another couple of freezes they have found over the past week, and also quite a performance improvement as well. But of course the update isn't just stuff that you can, well, hopefully see in terms of the performance, but there is also some stuff that you can definitely see, and we are just going to go to the virtual cockpit for that for a second over here. So as you may have noticed, if you're a frequent 777 flyer, the shape of the displays here has slightly changed, and the size of the display has now been stretched exactly to match the size of the display in the real aircraft. Now, that not only goes for the primary flight display, but of course also for the navigation display, which now fits nicely inside of the frame over here as well. On top of that, a couple of visual additions have been done. For example, the nitrogen generation system has been added to the external model of the aircraft. Internally, it's been there for a while already, even though as a pilot you don't really see anything about that. Now, on top of that, also a lot of smaller stuff has been done, like some little geometric inaccuracy on the window blind bars and some stuff like that. But let's go ahead and have a look at what Robert Randazzo writes about the update himself. And I'm going to quote him out of the forums over here. So if you want to read up on the original one, then you can do that using the link that you can find in the video description below. So let's go ahead and have a look into it. Quote: "This update is primarily focused on stability and performance improvements, with operational factors playing a secondary role. As mentioned in last Friday's update, our primary focus right now is to take in the enormous amount of data being provided by our user community and using that information to determine whether the choke points are for performance as well as reproduction steps for disruptive behaviors in the simulation. We did find two potentially significant causes for the freezes that we have been chasing. One of these began to appear after the rollout of Sim Update 15, which leads us to believe that a refinement to the platform and or a change in the way certain information gets handled during VASM buildouts was exposing a problem in our code methodology that was previously masked by less fragile compilation methods. These things are ridiculously difficult to find as they happen under changing circumstances, so specific replication steps are very hard to acquire. But thanks to user feedback, we were able to nail one of these cases down, and we suspect it was a significant contributor to the problem. The second significant find is something we have been chasing in the 737 and 777 for some time. This one would come about if a specific type of resolution advisory event was experienced during flight. The TCAS suppression logic would fold out dramatically when landing, thus ruining your flight. We believe we have corrected the part of this tantrum that was causing the drama, but that isn't to say there isn't drama somewhere else. But we found this one. So the other area that has gotten quite a bit of attention is in performance. We have been looking at data from various users and sources in order to streamline some areas of the airplane that were eating more performance than predicted once the airplane got out in the wild. As a normal part of our continual improvement process, we have made significant inroads into these areas, and we think you should see increased smoothness and performance across a range of hardware." Quote end. Now, there is also a rather long changelog available in the forum, which is mostly stuff that's been corrected as, I'd rather call it polishing or beauty updates there. But the main focus on this one obviously was on those two freezes that have been fixed, and in the performance update that you guys have hopefully seen internally now. So with that out of the place, you can head over to the PMDG Operations Center and you can grab your update for the aircraft over there. Now, Robert goes on to say in his forum update, quote, we are already at work on the next update, which we anticipate will follow the weekend unless we have a major breakthrough on areas affecting the user experience. Then we will bring that update to you immediately, of course. For the most part, the airplane is largely stable, but it has a few tantrums that we are sorting out, as we don't like tantrums, which you should have noticed if you spent much time here in the PMDG forum. Quote end. So, with that out of the way, the next update, hopefully over the weekend. And in the meantime, good to see that both some of the larger things, like some of the freezes, as well as some of the smaller things, think for example adding the visual elements of the nitrogen generation system, or fixing the exact layout of the instruments within the displays, are getting fixed. So overall, good progress everywhere around the aircraft. Now it's up to you guys. Be sure to head over to the PMDG Operations Center, grab the update, and then I'm very much looking forward to hear what you think about it. Now, before we stop this one though, just a quick word over here, as some people are already posting about why is my SU XYZ not in the changelog yet. Well, obviously we are just about a week and a half into the release cycle of the 777, and for now they are focusing on the large things that are causing issues to the majority of users, like for example those freezes that some people experience. So the rest of it, as a beta tester, I obviously do have an insight into the bug tracker. A lot of stuff is getting added there, a lot of stuff is also getting fixed there, as you can without a doubt see in the changelog that you are currently seeing. But of course, there is quite a list that's coming together at the moment, and as soon as the major stability issues like the freezes are fixed, that is probably when they're going to turn towards curing a lot of the smaller issues that many of you are reporting. So obviously they can't fix everything in a matter of a week and a half, but they are working on it, and they are definitely committed to fixing as many of those problems as possible. So if your favorite issue is not on the bug tracker just yet, don't worry about it too much. I'm pretty sure they will get there. Just make sure that you actually report your issues at support.pmdg.com so that they end up directly with the PMDG team to fix them out. Now, if you report your issues somewhere on a social media forums, regardless if it's the PMDG forums or if it's anywhere else, chances are they might miss those things. So if you have something that you really think needs fixing, be sure to report it in a support ticket at support.pmdg.com. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I sure hope that you are enjoying the 777. As always, leave your feedback in the comments below, but remember, if it's an issue that you think needs attention from the official PMDG team, be sure to report it via a support ticket and not under some YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I am looking forward to see you all again on the next one, and in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're up for the next flight. You can kind of guess what we're doing here in the Singapore Airlines livery in London Heathrow, so I'm very much looking forward to show you that one in the sooner future. Thank you for watching, and then I see you all again on the next one.